Are you ready for your next pinball machine? Call Flippin' Out now and choose from the newest and hottest pinball machines from Jersey Jack Pinball, Stern Pinball, Chicago Gaming Company, and American Pinball. Flippin' Out also offers the Escalera stair climbing hand truck. Visit now at flippinoutpinball.com. The wait is over. A revolution in LED lighting for your pinball is finally here. Fully customizable, full spectrum lighting from Pin Stadium Lights. Order yours now at pinstadium.com. Check out Pin Graphics for the latest and greatest in pinball enhancements. Power blades, blade skins, pin blades, and even more. Visit pingraphics.com now to see what's available for your pinball machine. Marco Specialties, same-day shipping, accessible website, exceptional customer service, and with over 50,000 different pinball parts in stock, Marco Specialties is a must for every pinball enthusiast and operator. Treat your pinball machine right by visiting marcospec.com now. Chrome it, brass it, black nickel it, candy chrome it, powder coat it. The possibilities are endless at pinballplating.com.
Let's kick this shit.
Choose to start reactor. Please stand by for reactor startup sequence. Reactor online.
Hey y'all, it's me, Zach and Greg from Straight Down the Middle of Pinball Show. This is the review that these people have been waiting anxiously for, hasn't it?
Yeah, probably because you promoted it really early.
I didn't promote it that early.
You did.
It was like a preview, like a week. That's not that early.
Maybe.
This pin has been out for about a year now.
Yeah.
They've sold a lot of them.
Yeah.
Close to 500.
Yeah.
Which doesn't seem like a lot based on Stern stuff.
Yeah.
But anymore, it's getting up there.
Yeah. We got to play it kind of early on. Big fan of the show, Jay Gentry.
Mm-hmm.
He was...
I don't know how big of a fan of his. Right now, he's like this. Nope.
He was...
not a big fan, guys.
Dude was super cool at Grand Old Game Room Expo down in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
He got his TNA and literally unboxed it there and put it out for everybody to play
How cool
for
is
the
that?
show. Yeah, that's because I'm hesitant to
That
ever
is a
bring
true
game,
hobbyist right
ever
there.
bring a game to a show, and this guy literally put his brand new game that never went home at the show for people to play.
That
so
was really cool. And people have been asking, what do you guys think about Total Nuclear Annihilation? What do you guys think about Scott Denise's new game? What do you think about the new Spooky game? What do you?
Yeah.
I thought when it came out, there was a lot of fanfare.
Yeah.
It looked like a pin that I might not necessarily like with the linear code, lack of ramps, etc. It seemed like there was a lot of backing for it because of the story.
Yeah, I agree.
And I thought, well, I appreciate the story, but that doesn't equate to gameplay necessarily.
Yeah.
We played it up at Expo. I think I went to Pinball Life, that open house.
Yeah.
Played that.
And it ended up coming into
Nashville. It came into
it came into Expo that night. Remember, it wasn't going to come to
Double
Expo
Danger
and then
booth.
Yeah.
So we got limited, and then I dropped out of the Alice Cooper, got the TNA, and we've put a lot of time on it.
Yeah.
A lot of time.
Oh, a lot of time.
A lot of time. Up until the last second of me selling it. Just
and you know what?
Continue to put gameplay on it.
I will say the difference between that, though, is I don't know if my opinion changed putting more time on it.
Oh, interesting. Mine has changed substantially.
Really?
Substantially. And you guys might not like it.
Yeah. See, mine didn't really change. Honestly, it stayed about the same. It's one of the very few pins that has stayed the same.
Okay.
From, putting a few games
the
on it
first
versus
read?
putting, I
Okay.
agree.
So without further ado, let's go to me trying to give... The gameplay is pretty basic, but I'm going to give you guys an overview of the layout, the different mechs in it, some of the gameplay aspects. If you guys want a full tutorial, I would encourage you to go to anything Scott Denisi has done on a live stream and check out that. But until then, here's your just basic gameplay and overview of TNA. All right, everybody, let's talk Total Nuclear Annihilation by Spooky Pinball, designed by Scott Denisi, code by Scott Denisi, lighting and choreography. That's right, Scott Denisi. All right, what do you need to know about this game? It is a very brutal game. If we're going gameplay and layout-wise, left to right, we have traditional in lanes, out lanes. What you're going to see on the in lanes and out lanes is SAVE inserts. Those are going to be save. Now, if you light one of those up, it's going to stay lit. If you light all 4 of them up, you're going to have the ability to save your ball for whether it's going in or out the in lane. So let's say you light all 4 of them up, you're going to get a save. It's going to blink white. Now, whenever the ball is going out the out lane, you can hurry up, use your left flipper, flip it over there to the white, and you're gonna save your ball. Let's say you're coming the in lane. If you're coming the in lane and you make sure that it's white, you're gonna add, I think, 10 seconds to the ball save, which can always be found digitally right here. Going up, you have stand-up targets that spell out RAD. So RAD targets, they're gonna be used throughout the game to light your mystery. So spell all 3, light your mystery at the scoop. But also, when your reactor is critical, these are going to be lit, and you're going to need to hit those. They're kind of tough shots. A lot of times you're going to get them off the ricochet from the pop bumper, the slings, etc. All right, left orbit. The orbits on this game are, dare I say, magical. You've got a spinner here. That is very satisfying. You advance the spinner to super spinners, so that is a goal as well. To open it up, you spell core, which we're going to get to. You go up here. You've got your in lanes that are C-O-R-E for core. Your orbit's going to come all the way back around. All right. Stand-up targets here for destroy. A scoop that's going to light your mystery as well as starting your reactor. You can enter that straight forward, or you can enter it through the back by coming through the reactor. Stand-up targets right here. This is your 3-bank grid. Okay, so here's the deal. Whenever you first plunge the ball, right, to get that reactor going, you're going to have to hit down all the blue targets so many times. So this one you're going to have to hit down twice, this one once, this one once. Once you get that done, then you're going to start your reactor by hitting into the scoop. Once you start your reactor, you're going to try to get it back up. The orbits and the controlled gates are going to make it go into this reactor core. This reactor core has pop bumpers, and you have to get this thing up to 100. Once it gets up to 100, your reactor will be critical. Once your reactor is critical, you go back down here. There's going to be white flashing lights on one of these random. For your first reactor, it's only going to be 1. For the second reactor, it's going to be 2, and so forth. You've got to hit those. Once you hit those, the game blows up and you destroy the reactor. Try to get to reactor 9 to beat this game. All right, so that's essentially the rules as we're going through here. Okay, so you're trying to spell core up there as well. You're trying to hit the 1, 2, 3s to advance your reactor. Whenever you're up here, you're trying to max your, if you're in the reactor, you're trying to get to 100, but if you're not, you're just trying to max the value of that reactor once you blow it up. There's a little flipper up here because you can keep that ball firing and going with that flipper. Okay. All right, here's the Denisi lock. The Denisi lock is a series of inline drop targets that are engineered in a way that they lock balls. So, we'll get to that here in a minute actually, because that's too cool not to show. Down here's your pop bumper. Yep, that's right. It's right here by your flippers, and it creates some chaos. You're gonna see right down here, this is your bonus area. As you build up your bonus, you'll see them accruing here, as well as your multipliers. 2, 3, 4 times multiplier. During multi-ball, you can get those multipliers up by hitting down the drop targets again, or trying to get it back into the hole after you hit them all down to add a ball. All right, Denisi lock. We gotta see how cool this thing is. Let's see if I can get it manually here. All right, you hit one ball through it. As you see, the drop target's gonna catch it. Ball one lock. It's gonna distribute another ball. Next one. Ball two is now locked. How cool is that? And then with your third one, ball three, to start the multi-ball. The multi-balls in this game do not last very long. See some light effects. We're waiting for these balls to drain. Alright, one more, and good to go. Okay. So, again, to start that multi-ball, you gotta knock down the drop targets. Get back up into there. And here it goes. How cool is that? And then you're prepped for your multi-ball. Oh, it's mad. Before I have my own total nuclear annihilation, we'll send you out. But this, my friends, good lord, is total nuclear annihilation by Spooky Pinball. All right, Greg, what did you think about the overview?
I liked it. It's a pretty pin. Purdy.
She's a purdy one.
That's pretty pin right there,
And
boy.
who doesn't want to talk party when they're talking TNA, right?
Yeah. Nice throwback.
You need to get you some TNA, buddy.
Hey, I'm married.
Oh, you're married.
Those days are over with.
Because of the expense of the pen? Or the expense of the TNA?
The expense of the TNA.
Gets a little pricier after you put that ring on it,
I'll
doesn't
tell
it?
you what, I'd trade a TNA for some TNA.
Oh my God, I don't want to know which way that goes. I'm getting all red in the face now. Okay, let's start typically as we do with art. It's weird to start with art on TNA, and I'll tell you why. I'm gonna B because I think it's solid, but I don't think it's anything that just jumps out at you. I think Matt Andrews did the art.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, just ignore that. But I think Matt Andrews did the art. We have a lot of things to look at. Let's look at cabinet first. The cabinet art.
It's pretty neat.
Looks like
I like it.
typical. I like the flaming ball on the side. That's that reminiscent of that old solid state.
Very retro.
That feels good. Head decals are of the mushroom blowing up.
Yeah.
Looks really good. It's colorful.
Agreed.
Again, solid. Nothing that blows me away.
Agreed.
Now you love the back glass.
I do love the
Tell
back
the people
glass.
about the back glass. What do you love about that?
It's
It
just-
is a real back glass.
Yeah, it's retro. It's
Saturation's good.
The saturation's good, exactly. Like I like that chick, man. Like I think it looks good.
I bet you do.
I enjoy it. Like it just works. It fits.
It does work.
It's not underdone and it's not overdone. It's a very good.
So you like the main character being right on that back glass, giving you a little bit of that storyline.
Yes.
Do you need that?
Yeah, you know what? I think you kind of do. Like you sort of understand. You obviously understand through some of the call outs. You understand because you know the reactors and everything else of what's going on. But it gives you a little bit of that more retro sort of movie vibe of what
you got the
is
grid lines, the triangle.
Yeah.
You've got the little the back glass is neat because it's detailed. You can look and see some throwbacks to different
Yes.
gaming stuff, I think. And it does tells the story more than anything because it's got some of the character stuff.
Because the
there.
playfield really doesn't. The playfield there's nice artistic design and appeal to it.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of per se artwork, characters, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, up the orbits you get a couple of the it looks like the enemies.
Yeah.
Whoever they may be.
Yeah.
But you get good color on the playfield. Here's my thing. To me, this is a C artwork layout, but I'm going to give a nod. I'm going to go B because I'm going to give a nod to the original Whitewood. The original Whitewood had that overhead land mass where it shows all 9 reactors.
Yeah.
Your circles, and he did them in a Sharpie on the Whitewood, and that's what it looks like on the production model. I do like that so much. So because of that story, I bumped it up to a B.
I do too, and I went B plus, which both of them are very fair. It's better than a lot of pins, but it's like I said, it's not overdone, it's not overwhelming. It's there. It fits.
Yeah, it is fitting.
It's fitting.
Solid. You were a B plus. I'm at a B. for art.
BB.
Let's move to the thing that people really care about. We've heard this recently. Why are you rating art? Nobody cares about art.
I know.
Nobody cares about theme.
Yep.
Does it play well?
It doesn't matter to some people.
So let's talk about whether or not it plays well. Shots and layout.
Ooh.
Shots and layout. Do you like shooting this pin?
Are you asking me or are you asking the people?
It's more of a rhetorical question.
Okay.
But to you, do you like shooting TNA?
I do. I do.
I do.
There's one shot that's a little problematic.
What do you like about it, first off? Then we'll talk about problematic.
Obviously, the orbits
butter
are nice.
Magical.
I like the strong kickback of it.
If you guys hit 2 orbits in a row,
yeah,
it flies up and hits the glass. I mean, it's fast.
And I know that this isn't necessarily one of your favorite things, but I do like that inner play field, the reactor. Like, I like it in there.
It's grown on me.
Yeah, like I like, because I know that, like, we were playing it one time and you were like, man, do you really think that flipper with those slings?
Do you need the flipper?
Do you need the flipper?
There's
and I do.
slings.
I think it gives you like any upper play field. It gives you just enough control. But
it does to the stand-up targets,
yeah,
the 1, 2, 3 stand.
But it's still a little bit out of your. You don't have full control.
It feels like a lot of space up there is being used for that.
It is, but it's also in a sense detrimental.
Yeah, you need it. It's part of the story.
Yeah,
you're trying to get that
yeah.
reactor core going. You're
Yeah.
trying to get it to a critical level, and there's chaos in a reactor core.
Yeah.
Because of that, I'm okay with it now.
Yeah.
At first, when I first owned this game, I thought, man, I want some mechs up there. That's where I want my ramps at, or that's where I want
Yeah.
my toy, a mechanical
Yeah.
toy or something. So pop bumpers usually go there.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's essentially replaced pop bumpers with a core with slings, and
Yeah.
3 slings you guys saw in the overview, and that's better than pop bumpers.
Oh, I think so.
Makes more sense.
And it sounds a little crazy. I mean, overall, there's not a lot of shots in the game. But I think I like that reactor up there the most. And I like the skill shot. It's one of my favorite shots because that is one of the most difficult skill shots. No. And it's very, very difficult.
And you're always too heavy on it.
Yes,
I'm always too heavy.
yes.
Always, because that's how smooth the orbits are.
Yeah,
I
it
always
is.
go all the way around. I'm
Yep.
like, damn it. But here's the thing. A lot of strategy in this game. We'll talk code, but one of the strategies is when you're first doing your plunge, and you guys that have played TNA, you will know my sentiment here. You share it. Do you go for that? Because that skill shot, if you hit that skill shot, no hand skill shot, you prep your reactor just like that.
Yes.
But if you don't hit it, you're stuck in there and your ball save is getting drained. Yeah. What I do is I say to hell with it. It's only probably a 5% chance I'm going to hit it anyway. I go full plunge. I'm using my 10-second ball save or my 6-second ball save to hit those banks to react, to get that reactor going.
I love my ball save being counted down like that.
Oh, it's
I like
right
to see it
there.
because you know how much, which
there.
adds actually a little bit of, it gives you a little anxiety and stuff because you know I need to, they're going to work some shots in.
I would like to see that being Scott Denisi trademark.
I would
on
too.
his second pin.
I would too.
I really think that
yeah.
serves well right down there because when you add ball save, the out lanes, the save, when you add it, it'll throw you that additional time there. So I've just re-upped.
It's just like music. Like when you start getting and stuff starts building, it freaks you out no matter what. And that's what that timer does. When you glance down at that timer, it changes your mood
You're
and
always
changes your
nervous
feeling.
playing this game.
I agree.
So game shots and layout, I'm actually higher than you. Tell the people where you're at.
I'm at a B+.
I think that's good.
Yeah, and the reason I'm at a B+, there's just not a lot of shots.
Okay.
I obviously enjoy the lock. That feels good all the time. The shots do feel good. Most of them, almost all of them feel good. But
we have to talk about the Denisi lock.
Yeah, but there's very few
Has that been done before?
No.
Nope.
No.
Inline draw targets have.
Yeah.
But he said, okay, those are fun. Harlem Globetrotters is fun, Fathom's fun, but why don't we lock balls back there?
Yeah.
And everybody's copying that now.
Yeah, I
You're
love it.
seeing that in a lot of Sterns.
I agree.
Just not the same thing, but similar. And he put a scoop in the back of it, a Subway.
Yeah, which is neat.
You didn't have to do that.
No, I like it.
That's really good. So I'm an A-. I really, really enjoy shooting this pin.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
It is brutal.
You can't always control it, but it is. You've told me before, this game is brutal, but it's really fair.
Yeah.
If you know how to control the ball, you get the feel of spooky flippers and mechanics, this is fair.
It's playable.
The reason I'm at an A- instead of an A+, this is true. I would be at an A+, you guys. Scott, I would be at an A+. And the reason you're probably at a B+ is that one mechanism that I don't think is well done. What is that? Do you know?
The scoop.
The scoop.
I get a lot of rejections, and I play not just.
There's something off with the scoop.
Yeah,
it's not set right. It's not the right type of backstop.
Yeah,
you can hit that thing straight on and it rejects. You can hit it from the side a little bit where it should roll in, it rejects. The game is brutal enough, you guys. We don't need a scoop that is going to reject 50% of
I told
the time.
Zach, it's like when you're playing basketball. It does a weird thing to a ball, like, when you don't brick it, but you go in and it hits you in the rim. It's like, and it flies right back out. That's almost what the ball does to this
But
scoop.
in basketball, you can sink shots.
Yeah.
You can't sink shots on this.
No.
You can get lucky.
Yeah.
A lot of times it'll bounce around and get in there.
Yeah.
But the scoop, I would have loved to see that maybe R&D a little bit differently. I don't know if maybe it breaks in over time.
Well, and that's what I was trying to
it,
think of the mechanics of it. Scott's an engineer and stuff. Like but it almost feels like that the speed of the ball, the velocity of that ball is too much, and it's too short of a distance for that small of a scoop. It almost like it needs a little bit more room in that scoop to take
dude, we've
that.
had Bally Williams that all their scoops work fine until you put a Cliffy on them. But for the most part, scoops pretty safe. Yeah, you can figure out how to hit them, right?
Yeah.
But man, these Stearns do it as well. Well, Aerosmith, it's hard to hit that scoop.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy, hard to hit that scoop. But Guardians, at least when you hit it, it
doesn't reject. Yeah. I'm not saying it's not that it's a hard scoop to hit.
Look, if I hit it straight on the forehand and it pops back out, that's a bad scoop.
Yes, that's
bad scoop. You have to backhand that thing, at least on the one.
So that's the only thing that does drive me crazy, and it's detrimental to the game.
What I would like to have also seen, the left side, these stand-up targets, they spell out rad.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when your reactor is critical, you're going to have to hit one of those.
Yeah.
I would have loved for those to have been drop targets.
And I don't. I disagree. That is one thing I will disagree with you on that. I like that. I think that it keeps
Wait
the
until
speed.
you try to get to that D target and you have to hit that thing hard.
I think that it's the difference between playing a AC/DC Lucy or a premium anything with the drop targets.
Yeah,
a lot
AC/DC
of people love
Pro
them.
sucks.
I don't. I like the Pro. I love that speed of that Pro. And I think that the drop targets would kill the speed of this pin too much. I think that it would make it too easy. I do. I can't advocate for the drop targets. I like it keeping up with the speed. I think it slows it down too much. That pin is all about speed.
We're only like 5 minutes in, I'm already angry at you because you're wrong.
Yeah.
You're wrong. There's no way you're right because chaos with stand-up targets is like the least fun thing in pinball. The least fun thing. I hate it. Hate it.
It works.
Give me the stand-up targets up front. Those are brutal. That's fine to build up the reactor. Don't give me those. Give me drop targets for those left ones. That would have put it over the top. You got room too. Mechs, you got room. Probably the building materials, you don't have room. But I want drop targets on those left ones. We need, what's his name? Who does drop targets for games? Red Bandit or somebody does that?
Time Bandit.
Time Bandit. Yeah, Time Bandit. I'm going to A-. Denise, you knocked it out. The orbits, man. The freaking orbits. And the pop bumper right there. Love it. Rules and code. Rules and code. You're a pattern here.
I know.
A B+ again for you. Yeah. I'm a solid A. It's hard to get better than these rules. What? Wait a minute.
I know. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear this explanation.
That makes no sense.
I want to hear this. Sway me.
Well,
even though we're not that far off.
I can sway anybody, right? This game is linear.
Yes.
Define linear, and you'll see TNA code.
Yeah. And I don't mind linear.
Okay. Ghostbusters, you don't mind linear?
No, and it's not that linear. You still have
it's
choices.
more linear.
No,
it's more linear than that.
You got choices.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, you have 0 choices.
Why do you not have choices?
Step 1, hit the bank. Step 2, hit the scoop. Step 3.
That's the start of mode.
Step 3, hit the orbits to get the... No, it's linear. I mean, there's no other thing to do.
You can pick between librarian, or you can go...
No, I'm saying this is linear, more linear than Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah. What the hell are you
I was like,
at?
you're out of your mind.
No. I'm saying Ghostbusters, you got choices. This is
a lot more fair, though.
There's a lot, yeah.
So this, you're going through reactors. Yeah. There's a lot of strategy. That's what I like about this code, because you're trying to figure out, do I want to build my multi-ball now, or do I want to waste it now? When do I want to open my multi-ball up? I'm on ball 2. I don't want to really botch this and then not get... A lot of strategy. Just like I said, for the skill shot. The skill shot alone has a lot of strategy.
For it to be so linear and such not a lot of shots, there is a lot of strategy to where you go.
I'm not really selling it, am I?
No, you're not. I'm at a B+, and the reason I'm at that B+ is it is that linear, and it is fun, and it's an exciting game, but I think that you get to a point of where that it becomes stale, because you're not going through.
You're playing it the same way every game.
You're playing it the same way every game, and then I think, and just for me, I can't speak for other players, but I plateau on games to where that I might just blow that shit up.
Yeah.
But a lot of it, I'm still achieving. I'm hitting a certain place in that game. And like
I've been plateauing on TNA too.
Yeah, and so that's why it gets old very quick to me. Whereas something like Lord of the Rings, it's so difficult to go to.
You can go for multi-balls.
Yes, and it's still more of an adventure. It breaks it up because you're going through these different adventures and everything. You're telling a story. Exactly.
Really no story
so
here.
not getting to Valinor doesn't kill it for me.
Yeah.
Necessarily. You still might hit a level of plateau, but you still
And you still have mini wizard mode.
Yeah, it's still fun.
Destroy the ring.
Exactly.
Okay, here's the reason I'm at A. I was just going to let you blah, 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 blah. All
right, you had to think about it.
No, I didn't. Here's the truth. I have my notes written down. So here's, first off, the save component on this game is unlike any other. I love that. How you try to spell save, and then you can use that later on.
Yeah.
You can use that on an in lane to add to your ball save, or you can use it on an out lane to actually save that ball.
Yeah.
Love that. Also, multi-ball. The multi-ball rules are really well done. Load them up.
I do like it.
You've got to know when to use it, because when you use it, then you're trying to go for those multipliers.
Yeah.
You're trying to go back up there to try to get back in that scoop. You get in the scoop, you get an extra added ball.
Yep.
Multi-ball, love that.
Yep.
And I love that this is linear. It's supposed to be linear. You're progressing through. It's becoming more and more difficult as you're going through.
I agree.
And co-op mode, team mode.
Co-op mode and team mode. No, that is. That there. That,
I mean,
like a lot of people argue, that needs to be.
That game's enough the way it is, and then you're going to add, because it's really brutal, you're going to add a team.
Yeah, it needs to be integrated in more games. That is for damn sure.
Oh, I love that. I
like it.
So let's move on to toys and innovation. When this first came out, people said, "Where are my toys? Where's my toy at? Where's my bobblehead?"
Denise Locke is that's a good enough toy for anybody.
Oh,
I like it.
I completely agree with you.
I do. I enjoy the hell.
See, this game is hidden. It has hidden toys and hidden innovation. Dare I say this? People are going to think I'm crazy. Maybe they'll agree with me. I think this is one of the most innovative pinball machines in the last 10 years.
In a sense, you know what? I can agree with a lot of that.
Oh, really?
I can't, because it is a different layout. It's a
different machine.
It's a whole different machine.
It looks like it came from the 80s.
With that old solid state, but it has the speed of a new pin.
And the max of a new pin.
Yeah, because
the lights of a new pin, the music of a new pin, everything.
You sort of expect it to play like a Can Crusher.
You're expecting
That's
something
what you
like
expect.
that.
Yeah.
And
Or vice versa. You expect Can Crusher because it's a new pin to play a little more like TNA. But so no, I agree. And like you said, the Denise Locke, I still like that reactor. I know a lot of people. I don't know how they feel about
the reactor core up there.
Yeah, but I like it. I'm
okay without that. I don't.
I know.
Doesn't matter.
I don't know why I like it so
You know
much.
what I do love? The freaking light show.
The light show is fantastic.
Wow, the choreography of that light show. That they mix it with the music.
Yep.
Everything is in sync.
Yep.
Everything is in sync. Even the shaker motor. So I know you guys, you're saying, wait a minute, hold up. You know, objective reviewers. Shaker motor should not be included in toys. But damn it, guess what? When a shaker motor is coded the way it is, it is naked without that shaker. You are in critical level. And the shaker continues.
I don't know if I'd still throw that in toys. I know I 100% agree with what you're saying, and I go along with it. But
pop bumper hits, boom, shaker.
Yeah,
boom.
but
you destroy the reactor, boom. Yeah. That's what happens when the reactor. Guess what, Greg? When the reactor blows up, you're gonna feel it, buddy.
Yeah.
You're not just gonna see it.
I know.
Light show is awesome on this.
Light show is
beacon.
Great.
We get a beacon.
The beacon is nice.
Now,
loud.
Beacons, yeah,
but it's nice.
It's a little loud.
And that's not the siren. That's just the gears.
I like it because it's the throwback.
I do too.
I like it. You have your Denise Locke. You have your co-op and team. I know that is code, but it is innovation.
It is some innovation. It is.
You've got an LCD screen. We'll talk about animation here in a little bit.
Yeah.
But as one package, I'm at an A+.
Yep.
I think it's one of the most innovative pins that we've seen in a long, long time.
Yep.
Where are you at? You're in an A. Look at you. You're in an A.
I enjoy the hell out of it.
All right, this next category is almost laughable. It's music and call-outs. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
A+.
Yeah, if this could be an A++,
yes,
it would be.
I agree.
The music on this is phenomenal.
It is.
Homeboy Scott Denisi is a DJ by trade.
Yes.
So he's phenomenal.
The mixing is fantastic.
The choreography between this, the lighting, and the gameplay, and the shaker, and the...
Well, and you go with, like, and...
he dropped the mic on this one.
He did. It just...
Each reactor is a different song.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then the beat drops whenever you plunge the ball.
And the sound system is just fantastic in general.
Tell them what happened when you came over and played at my place.
Exactly. You know, like we played on location a lot, so our location play, it's just noisy no matter what. This pin stands out obviously over.
You hear it everywhere.
Yes. So like Zach had said when he first came, he's like, I got this sub, I might hook it up to that TNA. So I go over to his house, man, and I hit that start button, and you know, like you see, got the and then boom, and I'm like, dude, you hook that freaking sub up to this thing? He was like, no, not at all. And I was like, it sounded so rich and so spectacular. Like, I was blown away.
I've never heard a stock system in a pinball machine sound like that.
No.
My buddy was over and he was playing it. He thought I had flipper fidelities. He was like, hey, I thought the sound was good. Did you put flipper fidelities in here, though? And I said, no, man, that's
it.
Stock.
That's stock.
He couldn't believe it.
Yep.
Couldn't believe it. So the music, I don't even need call-outs in this game.
Yeah.
The call-outs are fine because they kind of direct you, hit the scoop to start the reactor.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Don't need it, though. I just need this music.
Yes.
The music, I can't get enough of this music. So much so I downloaded a couple of the little songs. Yeah.
Cruising around in his Camaro listening to some
Hey, I did have a
TNA.
Camaro. I did have a Camaro back in the day.
I played a tournament with a guy not too long ago, and he was like, he had his earbud in, and I just first met him, and he was like,
he wanted to share his earbud.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, dude. He's like, I heard like playing tournament, like throw on some TNA and listen to TNA while you're at the tournament play. Yeah, and he was jamming to some TNA.
I like that.
But then he came back and he was like, yeah, I'm not doing so good. So
That's
I guess,
right,
he goes, I don't guess that's.
I couldn't
what
see
I
playing a Lord of the Rings with TNA. I'd be wanting to shoot him real fast and everything. I couldn't see that.
I play all erratic like that anyway, so it fits like anything that I'd play.
Okay, the next category is kind of the sour spot for me, and that's display and animation. For display and animation, I'm at a C. Greg, it just doesn't do anything for me.
And I will agree.
Look at you. Where are you at?
In a sense, you could, what am I at? B minus?
B minus.
Like, you could have actually done without the LCD screen, and it would have been just as phenomenal.
It's even kind of faded. A lot of people change their monitors, but that's not really what we're rating here.
No, the one thing it does do is I think that it gives that futuristic appeal to it, that modernization of an early solid state.
It's fine to have in there.
I agree.
But the animations themselves, I'm not saying they're horrible. They're not D or anything.
No. It's just, there's just nothing, like nothing memorable. There's nothing you think about. You know what I'm saying? There's just, it's not.
No.
Like, I hate to say that, but take it or leave it with that, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, agree.
Like, we can't talk much about it. There's nothing really.
That sums it up.
So stupid.
It's like a bunch of kittens.
Theme. So theme, I don't know what we're grading here. Because theme, are we talking about the main character going into the future to destroy all the nuclear reactors in efforts not to destroy their past? Like, what are we talking about? For me, I don't. Because that to me is like a C. I don't care much about that. What I care about is this pin coming from the past into the future of now, and it looking like a 1980s. It takes me back. The sights, the sounds, they take me back to the 80s and the 90s, when it was cool to have a mullet. When it was cool to drive a Trans Am or Camaro. Like the cabinet shape, the look of it, the simplicity of it. That's the theme for me.
I see what you're saying. Because like I like the whole into the future, saving the world, nuclear reactors blowing up sort of thing. I like that, and I think that's cool too. I think it fits as a theme. But I do think that you kind of are correct. The actual theme of this pin is the 80s nostalgia.
It's a period theme.
That is sort of
period piece. We should do serious reviews.
Have like a total monocle on or whatever.
Total nuclear annihilation is a period piece set in the 1980s.
In a big wing chair.
That's right.
And what are those?
Masterpiece theater.
What are those? Yeah, like Masterpiece Theater.
Follow me as I play some. Give you a gameplay of TNA.
Play it all rigid.
That's right.
Is it the beat thumps you?
All right. I'm at A- on theme.
Yeah.
Because of it coming back from the future, or back from the past, to fill my senses, if you will. This is a very sensory pin.
It is very sensory pin.
You know, you get your sights, your sounds. You don't get smells unless something on the board is going really wrong.
You could taste that good stainless steel.
You should taste the flipper buttons.
Oh!
After a hard day's show.
Never. Never.
How much would it? How much?
No, don't
to
even go
lick
there.
it?
Don't even go there.
Not that. To
Not
lick
even go there.
the flipper button at Expo. Let's raise some funds, guys.
I can't even.
How
go
much
there.
to lick
I
a flipper
honestly
button?
Can't. Like, I don't. I don't know.
I'd put a price on everything, Greg. I'd put a price on. Would you do it for 1,000?
No.
Lick the flipper buttons.
No. New Stern Pro.
Okay.
I'd maybe do it
So
for
you
New
do have a
Stern
price.
Pro. Maybe. And a round of
$6,000.
antibiotics. That's all I need.
The Z-Pack.
A Z-Pack. A Z-Pack.
Yeah, the theme takes me back. Remember,
Yeah.
we were raised then, so I think a lot of the market, we're seeing a lot of retro come back. A lot of
It is for our
This
generation.
pinball machine is a hipster, right?
It's a hipster.
It's paying
It is
tribute to the old.
It is kind of a hipster friend.
It needs
Like,
a mustache right on the lockdown bar.
I've got my craft beer. Let's go play a night of TNA.
My IPA.
Yeah, I got my flannel on.
This
tucked
needs
in
to
with
be
my
in
rolled up
barcades, though.
jeans. It should be in barcades. That's where it belongs. Again, very fantastic.
I'm
I
just
think
thinking
I
of
think
the
you know
90s.
the whole theme, man. It's like you said, like that is. I think that's what a lot of the pin and arcade people that's what brings you to it is that nostalgia, and I think that this pin really does. I think that's why it's so popular too. Is it gives for those '80s kids. We were sort of just missing that mark.
Yeah, we were the beginning
so
of
young.
millennials.
Yeah, exactly.
Internet hype.
Because a lot of our stuff was T2 and stuff. A lot of ours was
You know what
DMD.
else it does? This brings up a good point. The old school guys that like these early solid states, it gives them a reason to buy a new pinball machine.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the hybrid. It's the best of both worlds to them. So
Ooh, the best of both worlds. Do you believe in that?
for them, yeah.
No, okay.
I mean, I enjoy it for that reason
It's like, I
too.
want a
but-
ramp.
yeah, I mean, no, I'm fine with obviously no ramps in this game, but
So as we move to enjoyability, our last category,
yeah,
I love this pinball machine.
I like it a lot.
We're both at A's.
Yeah,
We love this pinball machine.
I do.
Now, you talked a little bit about getting tired of it because the linear code?
Yeah,
I don't. I thought I would. I have no reason not to get tired of this pin. It's basic code. It's a brutal gameplay. I should get tired of it, but I'm here to tell you, I'm not tired of it. Did I get rid of it? Yeah, because I got Deadpool coming in and Pirates coming in, but
yeah. I mean, I get a little.
I'll own this pin again, and I will happily own this pin again. This is a winning pinball machine, and I didn't think I would be like that.
I think it's super
surprised me.
enjoyable. I do, and I think again with your friends, I think it is the best,
Oh my gosh.
the best pin that you can play with friends or in a group
Absolutely.
setting by far. There's nothing that touches it.
You couldn't be more right, my friend.
And I do still enjoy it. I just still think that I would, again, plateau and just not. It would just get stale kind of quick at home. And I play too much pinball. Like I get obsessive with any new game and I play the shit
But
out
Greg,
of it.
this doesn't just because it's so hard to get to that reactor 9. I can get to 5. That's it for me.
Yeah. But again,
It's so
I don't
hard.
know.
And then you want to have your buddies over, see if they can help you get there.
But it's still super enjoyable. Like it is fun. That's why you got to rate it high.
Now, do you see it in how big of a pin lineup? Whenever I first played this a couple times at shows, I thought, no way I'd have it in under a 10 pin lineup.
I think
I've changed my mind tremendously on that.
I'd say 3 to 5. I changed my mind on
Perfect.
that too. I changed my mind on that
You
too.
need to have, you know what,
It'll fit
though?
in that common 3 to 5.
Right now,
line.
as I'm getting a Dracula worked on and getting that revamped, it was just this and Star Wars Premium.
Yeah.
Didn't get tired of it.
Which is a shocker.
I didn't get tired of this pin.
Because you've had Star Wars for a while, so you've played.
I get tired of the scoop. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but I didn't get
Well,
tired
you know.
of it. Now, when we're talking pros and cons, we're both at A's on enjoyability. You need to sink your teeth into this pin a little bit, I think, because it's gonna kick your ass the first 20, 30 games, and you're not gonna get it, and you're gonna turn away from it.
Yeah.
Give it time to breathe. It's
Yeah.
like a fine wine, isn't it?
I can agree.
Give it a little time to breathe. Identify what you're needing to do. Right?
Yeah.
So pros and cons. We talked about the pros.
Pros are obvious.
Cons, the scoop. That
Cons?
damn scoop.
Scoop and price.
Price?
I'm not like.
So the price on these is $6,000, but you're going to wait in line because they are back ordered for a year.
Yeah.
So the $6,000 MSRP or your going
Yeah.
rate, you don't think it's worth it?
I think it's kind of rough. I would go maybe just under a Stern Pro.
Premium?
Stern Pro.
You think it's worth a Stern Pro?
Yeah.
I think it's worth every bit of a Stern Premium. It's that good.
I don't. But see, I'm a pro guy. I can't, like,
Yeah.
a premium just doesn't necessarily equate to that money for me for what
Yeah.
you get. So I would have to throw it in. You know, if you went 5 to 55.
Yeah, they're going to take out some more
But
stuff.
I said
you're
that's
paying
what I was
for
going to say.
boutique.
I agree, and
If Stern
a
made
good
this-
sound system, a more solid cabinet. When you take into account
The light show,
the quality with an actual
you got
back
beacons,
glass,
you got a lot of stuff in there. This thing is some hard wood. That
it's
they made
decently fair. But I still think price is sort of the con in linear.
No, I think it's a pro. I think the linear aspect of the code is a pro on this game. Call me crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
I just think it is. And the other pro.
A lot of people are going to agree with you on it, though. They don't care.
Nobody ever wants to agree with me. Right now, they're probably like, ugh, I guess.
Whatever Greg says.
Whatever.
I'm like the Donald Trump of pinball. I don't give a shit what he says. I'm just going to agree with him. I love him that much.
We're not going there. We're not. Stop.
Made him uncomfortable again.
We are not going there. So make sure to get out, play yourself a TNA, and play some TNA. I like just saying that.
I like
get the bumper sticker. Play
playing
some
some
TNA.
TNA.
Yeah, that's right. Woo! Cumulative grade. So when we put this all together, I'm going to B+. You're at a B+. I'm at a 3.55. I like to just a hair more than you at a 3.49.
I think both are very fair.
I think so too.
We always think our grades are fair because there are grades.
No, I don't think your grades are fair sometimes.
Well, I mean, but personally, I don't. Sometimes I think you're just lacking a few brain cells, but it's to be determined.
What do these people need to do to check out other SDTM content?
Follow us on Facebook. We've always got awesomely cool little content that pops up on there.
too.
Some little pictures, some little places we go, different things.
Where else?
YouTube.
YouTube.
Subscribe.
Twitch.
We're super close. Twitch. We got old Chuck Word on there. Winter's coming.
Oh, let's see if
Winter's
you start.
coming.
Yeah.
And so I should be able to start streaming quite a bit more, like last year. Get a little coffee with Greg. Maybe a little lunch with Greg. Maybe turkey sandwich with Greg.
Turkey sandwich with Greg. Turkey Sammy.
Turkey and
What do you put on
TNA. I need to get a TNA sign up. Turkey and TNA for lunch.
What do you put on your turkey sandwich?
Just some Kobe cheese.
A little Kobe cheese, huh?
No Kobe cheese.
Monterey Jack?
Nope.
Little Swiss?
Just some Kobe. 2 slices.
Mayo?
No.
No mayo?
No. I'll eat some mustard with my turkey every now
Oh,
and then.
not with the mustard again. Little
Yep.
lettuce? Hate
Nope.
lettuce.
Nope. I'm plain.
Tomato?
I ain't plain.
Hey.
Nope. I eat some chips.
What kind of bread? A little
I have a
hoagie?
Coke. I allow myself a Coke. When I have lunch at home, I allow myself a Coke.
Little chips?
Chips, yep.
Doritos?
Yeah, sometimes
With the
Doritos.
turkey, I go with the plain.
I like the plain chips the best, honestly. That salt, ooh, so good.
For those of you still watching, we appreciate it. Check us out next week. We're going to bring you, I think, a this or that, possibly.
Possibly. Been a little bit.
Or if we get some more time on Deadpool,
No.
you're going to see some Deadpool coming up, too.
Yeah, soon.
Check that out.
You hit it off with the bumper, now you're straight down the middle again. You had a fling with a slingshot, you're rolling out the alley again.
We are rolling with our new badass camera. Oh, yeah. Don't look at the screen, too, because it's way fucking far off. So focus on the lens. It's kind of
once
weird.
it goes off, I will.
Yeah, it'll be easier. So
Do you like it?
I like it. I think it's going to be
Are you
nice.
excited?
I think it's going to be pretty. Especially when we get the audio and everything fixed. We're going to be
T-shirt
doing
money.
it. Yeah, thank you guys. We finally got new equipment.
T-shirt.
Oh, my goodness. T-shirts, bought us a new camera, got us some sound equipment. We balling. We almost dead flip status.
Look,
Okay.
I need your mood to be a little bit more lifted.
It'll get there. A little controversy.
Was it?
Yeah, but it's good controversy.
Good.
That's what we gonna be.
Oh,
We
well,
went from Oprah
right now,
to Phil Donahue.
Are we? That's
Yeah.
probably not a good transition.
No,
Oprah
it's
to
not.
Phil. Can we go back up to like at least an Ellen? Can we get back there?
We ain't got that much excitement and fun.
Hey, y'all.